Hello and welcome. Sandy Lee here. Thank you for joining me for Spiritual Sunday. Today, our chat is on creativity. Let me begin by saying our world is full of creative energy. There are mind blowing inventions, beautiful pieces of art, musical symphonies, writing that inspires, words of wisdom. These beautiful creations are inspired by the divine. In fact, everything you see is an idea fused or fueled by creative energy. The universe itself is a wonderful creation. It is the spark of divine energy in motion. From a delicate petal of a flower to the vastness of the stars above. When we open the channel of creative energy, we can be amazed at what flows through. Often we associate creativity to certain creative people such as artists or musicians. However, we are all a spark of the divine and therefore we are all creative. We all carry creative energy. Our existence is a reflection of creative flow. When we immerse ourselves in something that we enjoy, we experience this creative flow. And when in this creative space, hours can evaporate. We lose track of time because we're completely absorbed in what we are doing. We are more being than doing in these moments. We become fully engrossed in the present, and this allows the divine to flow through us and into whatever it is we are doing. It could be gardening, decorating, craft, knitting, writing, dancing, cooking, baking. These are just a few examples that I can think of. And as creative beings, we are co-creators with the universe. That means we have the entire universe with us. And yet sometimes our vision of this truth can dim, and sometimes that makes us feel that we are alone. This is when we can become focused on our limitations and what we don't want or what we don't like in our lives, rather than on our potential as a co-creator with the expansiveness of the universe. What we focus on is magnified. If we focus on our limitations and vulnerabilities, then we can edge towards negativity. This will be receiving negative feedback. If the awareness is directed towards strengths, then the creative channels are infused with positivity. Becoming self-aware provides the opportunity to focus on strengths and to shift directions if vulnerabilities become the point of our focus. As co-creators, we need to be self-aware of how thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and perceptions reflect in our outer world. The universe doesn't differentiate between positive and negative. Energy is energy, and we attract based on our energetic vibration, the frequency we emit. The outcome can be positive or negative, as what we experience can be positively or negatively, but what we experience positively or negatively affects us. This affects our thoughts and feelings, and we can attract more of the same unless we interrupt and shift our energy so that our thoughts and feelings carry a positive vibration. On this note, I have seen many times when people are trying to frame thoughts and feelings positively, but seem to continue to have negative experiences. This is due to hidden aspects that form what is termed the shadow. These shadow aspects are part of the psyche and influence our thoughts and feelings, and we often don't even realize it. While that sounds a bit damning, we can heal shadow aspects. This will be discussed further in our chat about the shadow, but for now I will just say that our inner dialogue can reflect shadow aspects, hence why I put a lot of focus here and on other chats on being aware of thoughts and how they affect how we feel. The inner dialogue can affect our creative flow, and so we will chat about how thoughts can oppose this flow. By becoming aware of thoughts, that's the first step towards conscious creation. If negative, self-defeating thoughts are detected, they need to be transformed into positive, healthy, self-serving ones. Not that we become self-serving, but our thoughts serve us rather than oppose us. Using affirmations help form positive thoughts, and benefits of using affirmations can be realized even after just one day. Although it takes longer to fully embrace a new thought, in just one day, by using an affirmation, you can become aware of non-serving, unhelpful thoughts that are having a negative effect, and how shifting these thoughts by using an affirmation has a profound positive effect. Even if there is resistance, persevere, and by the end of the day there will be a positive difference. I know because I do it often, and it makes a big difference to how I'm feeling, how I'm thinking, and on my day. Also, as awareness is brought to thoughts, we begin to gain insights into where those thoughts come from, as these are vulnerable aspects, and we can help these aspects to heal and grow. This can bring awareness into how these aspects were developed, or this is helped by bringing awareness into how these aspects were developed. And this awareness comes from reflecting on various things, such as on the role we have in the family, the role we play in relationships and friendships, the role we play in our career, and other areas of our lives. This insight into the impressions we have of ourselves and how they influence everything to do with us. And so to gain this insight, ask yourself these questions, such as, how do I perceive myself? How do I feel about myself? What persistent thoughts do I notice? What role do I have in my family? What role do I take in my relationships? You may come up with your own questions that are relevant to you, or pose questions that you would like answers to. You can use a journal to write down the answers, and it's important to be honest with yourself, and you will be amazed at the insight gained and the aspects you will uncover, as it's these aspects that are not moving in the same direction as you wish, or that's in alignment with your soul plan, and that's maybe finding that you're not moving forward. So one such aspect that we are often very aware of is the inner critic. This is an aspect that finds it difficult to move past perceived barriers. Often recognizing an aspect is enough to help it shift, or some inner coaching may be required. This is to activate the inner mentor. Just like we can engage an external mentor, we can engage our inner mentor. And just as an external mentor will direct and give us information or assistance, so will the inner mentor. It will then motivate you to implement the techniques that will assist a change in perspective, such as focusing on strengths rather than on vulnerabilities. Exploring strengths is to screen self through positive eyes. If you have difficulty identifying your strengths, ask yourself what someone else might say is a strength of yours. Think of what you might say about yourself if you were writing your autobiography. Note your qualities, you have them. It's important to recognize them. This may be that you have a compassionate nature who genuinely cares about the welfare of living beings such as animals, the welfare of the planet, and of other people. When you have done an honest appraisal of your strengths and qualities, pick one and state it to yourself. Listen for anything that opposes what you say. The inner critic may interject with criticism, or there may be another aspect that disagrees with what you are saying to yourself. These aspects distort the overall perception of self, hence the need for them to be aligned with a positive view. Realigning an aspect that holds a negative viewpoint begins by acknowledging what is being said and then making a positive statement. Acknowledging an aspect's viewpoint is important so it feels heard, whereas continuously overruling may alienate and cause it to become repressed. And the ramifications of that will become evident sometime later. So, dealing with aspects as they arise develops a foundation of trust, respect, and honesty within oneself. This facilitates a transparent relationship with your inner self. This is an example of acknowledging and counteracting the internal statement based on a belief, I can't do this. Acknowledge the inner statement by saying, this does present as a challenge, but I have encountered challenges before. Then add an affirmation such as, every day I am coping better and I am capable in many areas such as, and if you take some time to make a strength list, you could insert one of the strengths in there. It will serve you well to have a strengths list. And then you can counter statements and use that as an affirmation to reinforce a positive. So being aware when an aspect is trying to distort or cloud a positive view of self enables you to attend to that aspect by acknowledging and countering. And then when strengths and qualities are reinforced or continue to be ignited, they are kept in the forefront of the mind. Creating word cards with qualities helps to shift the focus into positive attributes, and they're quick and easy to find. This is being consciously creative. So let us now enter into a mini exercise. Just settle into a comfortable position, and if you feel to, close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in through your nose, and then gently exhale out through your mouth. You might like to do this a couple of times until you're feeling relaxed and your mind is calm. And when you are feeling relaxed, imagine yourself floating above the clouds. In the distance, you see a figure coming towards you, and you feel a sense of knowing them. As this figure moves closer, you see it is a wise guide. When the wise guide reaches your side, they smile. You feel at ease and trust them. Together you sit upon a cloud. You speak first and ask why they have come. The guide answers in a wise, gentle voice, telling you that they have been with you all along and have been waiting for you to acknowledge them. You nod with understanding. You talk for some time, and then they hand you a note. On the note is a message that says, you are a conscious co-creator. You have immense potential and creative capacity. You look at the guide who nods and smiles. You continue to read the rest of the message. It says, express yourself to the fullest. You will prosper in all your endeavors. Remember your qualities and utilize them each and every day. You sit quietly for a moment and digest the meaning of the note. This note empowers, inspires, and gives you courage to embrace your creativity. You and your guide exchange knowing glances that the note speaks the truth. Together you rise. You thank your guide for being with you. They have awakened something that you have always known deep within, and you are now bringing into your conscious awareness. You also know that following your heart will guide you to exactly where you need to be. You bid your guide farewell and watch as they walk away and fade into the clouds way beyond. You now return to the present moment. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose then exhale out through your mouth. Just find gentle movement in your body, and if you did close your eyes, slowly open them. And while still feeling relaxed, let us make a pledge. Everything I have in my life today is testament to the creative being that I am. I choose to colour my creations with positivity. I am aware of what I say and what I do, as this is what I will create. I see myself, my life, and others in a positive light. This is how I choose to see my world that I live in. And this is how the world will be reflected back to me. Focusing on my qualities enables me to see the talents and skills available to me. And now we shall go into the guided journey of creativity. So settling back down into a comfortable position and slowly close your eyes. This guided journey is designed to help you reconnect with your spiritual essence, deepen your connection with your soul, and as you enter the journey, let go of any expectations. Open your heart, soften your mind, and enter the journey inward. Focusing on your breathing now, flowing in through your nose, down into your belly, and then exhaling gently out through your mouth. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, down into your belly, and then exhaling gently out through your mouth. Allow your breathing to return to its natural rhythm, and as it does, feel your body relax as you enter further into the journey to enhance your creative spark. Imagine yourself in a space that feels safe, that inspires and stimulates your creativity. This could be a familiar place. It may be a beach, an island, a forest. Allow your creativity to flow. While in your place, notice the colours, the aromas, the sounds, and anything else that catches your attention. Notice if there are any main features in your special place. When you are feeling completely comfortable in your space, you become aware that you're about to meet your inner mentor. This mentor is here to aid you in the awakening of your creativity. Gently invite them into your space. What does your inner mentor appear as? What energy do they radiate? Ask your inner mentor what message they bring to you. Listen to their wise guidance. It may come as words, images, symbols. Just allow yourself to be open to receive. And gratitude to your inner mentor as they do, and feel your creativity channel open and the energy of the divine flow in. You may see this as a golden light flowing down from above. Feel the radiance of this light flowing into the top of your head, your crown, and flowing through your entire body, touching every cell with its creative energy. As this energy continues to flow through your entire being, feel the inspiration it brings. Spend time in this divine energy, noting any creative ideas or inspirations that may emerge. When you are ready, or perhaps you may feel the energy gently withdrawing and flowing back up through your crown. And as it does, imagine a white ribbon being tied at the top of your head, closing this channel, but also remaining open to the creative energy of the universe. Spend as much time as you wish in this space. And when you are ready, bring your awareness back to the present moment. Begin to feel gentle movement in your body. Maybe wriggle your fingers and wriggle your toes. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed your guided journey. You can take this journey whenever you want to connect with your inner mentor and the creative energy of the divine. Making meditation a daily practice, even if it's just for a couple of minutes, will greatly increase your creativity and the spark of inspiration that flows with creative ideas. Remember to trust your intuition. Keep your heart open, your mind curious, and allow the petals of your imagination to open. If you would like to join next week, Spiritual Sunday, we'll be chatting about self-empowerment. I shall bid you farewell for now. Much love. Thank you.